Quality of Daniel Diaz, Liz, and we know that EROGLU and KARIMI are on great form.
Yeah, and butterfly and backstroke, they often cross over and you see athletes double up, so it's usually a good indication of the form. If you swim well in the butterfly, you tend to swim well in the backstroke, especially for these S5 swimmers, where the technique is very similar.
Daniel Diaz, great record again in this event. He has won the last 3 World Championships. Silver medal back in 2006 as well, so he's medalled in the last 4 World Championships. 3 times Paralympic champion as well. The last 3 Paralympic Games. So it was a long unbeaten record in the major championships for Daniel Diaz of Brazil, and he is going to be really tough to beat in this one.
Yeah, and he's really set the bar in this S5 classification over the last 10 years. All of the other athletes now, we see them though, they're raising their game, they're trying to catch him all the time. He's just a class act.
It looks like a little bit of an issue with the starting block and the backstroke ledge there. You have to get these in the correct places, don't you, Liz?
Yeah, and here in this pool in Mexico City, it's a slightly different starting system than what some of these athletes will be used to. And these backstroke ledges, it's very important to get them in exactly the right place, because if you've got an impairment such as Daniel Diaz, where you've only got one leg to push off, you really want to maximise the advantage that you can get from that.
Well, it looks like they're have taken a ledge from one of the outside lanes. They're going to put it in a centre lane there, Daniel Diaz's lane, so going to be a little bit of a delay by the time they do that.
Becoming a bit of a theme, these Brazilians, checking on their blocks, checking on their starting plates, but you could never be too careful, especially when the start plays such an important part in your event.
Making sure everything is in place. They're experienced campaigners as well. Daniel Diaz, he'll know what to look for. He'll know that he doesn't want to leave anything to chance.
Absolutely, and he'll know that he's well within his rights to ask for the equipment to be checked. So a younger athlete, a debutant maybe, would just go with whatever's in front of them. But I think it's a good learning curve for those athletes to come here and see athletes such as Daniel Diaz, such as Andre Brazil, such as Felipe Rodriguez, question the block, show that they're not quite ready. We saw Daniela Jimenez put her hand up earlier because her plate wasn't in the right place and she couldn't move it with her one arm. And you're well within your rights to do that, and actually that's all part of the learning process for these athletes who are coming as first-timers and seeing the well-established campaigners.
So that says Jessica Long. I'm sure she's tuned in to the live stream on her phone there.
Or using Snapchat.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can tell us all about Snap when you've checked that Twitter feed. Second heat of the men's 50 backstroke. S5. Daniel Diaz, the champion, away cleanly and up and into his stroke.
Yeah, but great underwater there from the 2 fly swimmers that we saw earlier in the week. EROGLU from Turkey and KARIMI, the Independent Paralympic athlete. But now that Daniel Diaz is up, he generates so much power through the hips, and he really got a high turnover, great leg kick. Here he is, forging a lead in this 50 metres backstroke.
Daniel Diaz should take this one quite comfortably. In the end, he will be into the wall. The world record stands at 34.95, 37.03 for Daniel Diaz. He will qualify comfortably for the final. EROGLU in 2nd place and KARIMI in 3rd place. So yeah, the 2 swimmers who medalled yesterday in the butterfly in the top 3 places in that heat. Matz TOPKIN was in 4th place. Ariel QUASSI in 5th position in that heat. But Daniel Diaz, well, once they got up and into their stroke, there Daniel Diaz was away and clear from the others. Yeah,
there we saw Daniel Diaz getting a good start, but the best start's coming from 2 swimmers in lane 5 and 6, maximising that underwater. But as you say, Paul, once they're up and into their stroke, he's got such a high tempo, he's so effective, and the stretch for the wall at the end there, looking fairly relaxed, fairly happy. He'll hope that he's got some more in the tank for tonight.
Daniel Diaz takes heat 2 on the men's 50 backstroke S5. He looks to be favourite to extend that long unbeaten run in this event.